Well, good morning, everyone. Let's take our Bibles to Psalm 36, verse number 7. This is promise number 184. Promise number 184. And here's the promise. All of mankind can find protection in the shadow of God's wings. I mean, he says, hey, if you'll come to me, I can and will protect you. Everyone will fit. That's the crazy thing about God, is everyone will fit within the framework. And see, God's promise to protect anyone who will come under his protective wings. And let me just describe this to you. He has given us the way to live that will protect us from all unnecessary hurts in this world. I mean, he's given us the way. He's given us his plan. He's given us the ability to fall into this zone. And with such an offer on the table, it's amazing how much we resist him. Let me read the passage to you, and I think it'll be an encouragement. Verse number 7, it says this. It says, how excellent is thy loving kindness, O God. Therefore the children of men put their trust under the shadow of thy wings. Once we recognize how amazing God's mercy is, once we recognize how incredible his loving kindness is, it automatically causes us to stop refusing his leadership, stop refusing his authority in our lives, and actually turn our attention more exclusively towards him. That's the key, is that we got to turn that attention exclusively. Most people are turning the attention they have left over. Of course they get around to God eventually. But God's saying, no. The protection of my wings, the shadow, is when you walk with me all the time, that you are with me all the time. I'm amazed at how many people try to figure out how little we need to do, or they need to do, to get some of it without actually coming under. It's almost like they're trying to say, well, how close to the shadow do I have to get before I start noticing that there is some sort of a blessing that kind of flows in because I'm really close to that shadow. And that's not the right way to behave, or the right way to look at it. Listen, we need to actually get under him, get under his shadow. He promises that he will protect us from anything that is going on in this world. He promises that nothing outside of his will happen to us, outside of his plan for us, if we'll stay under the shadow of his kind of directed living. And so we say we believe God, but do we actually trust him? Because a big part of believing is believing in his character and trusting that if he says something is bad for us, that we wouldn't do it. If he says that he needs to go first, he'll go first. And so people run back to him after the bad news, and after it doesn't work out, and they try to get some sort of a quick blessing from him so they can get back to doing their own thing. I'm amazed at how faithful people can be until they get what they want, or how faithful they'll be if the cost is higher than they imagined it would be. And so it's amazing what we will do if we want something. And sadly, that's how most people approach God. They say, you know what, God, I need something from you so I can go back to living for myself. And so God says, no, just really recognize how incredible my loving kindness is, and then get under the shadow. And so get under the shadow of God's wings and enjoy the protection of living the life that he's designed. Hope that helps. Enjoy a wonderful day.